And that, as far as I'm concerned, is the biggest change in this update that is a complete game changer. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to the Gekko, another day, another video for you guys. Update 12 came out and we're going to talk about, well, we're really going to focus on one thing, but we're going to talk about two different things from the update. But before we start, I want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Rise of Civilization, so thank you for supporting the channel. And also, down below, in the comments, I want to know what you guys think about Update 12. While you're down there, in the description, you'll find links for my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever not. I'm trying to reach 150 followers on Twitter. You guys think you can help me out with it? Just go and give me a quick follow, can you? I'll really appreciate it. Here's the deal. Update 12 had a few different components into it. A lot of people were like, whoa, KVK is coming and all that on the announcement. And I saw a bunch of different comments about the fact that Joan of Arc got nerfed and about all these different things, right? There is one particular part of this update that I really want to focus on that, in my opinion, is by far the biggest game changer part of this update. But let's talk about the elephant in the room first. Because the change for Joan of Arc was taken very negatively from most people. I honestly love the fact that they updated it. I think it's unbelievably good by a company to say, listen, here's something we implemented. It's relatively new. We do not have the capabilities of testing the balances of this tree because there are thousands of permutations and tests to run. So we released this, which is mostly tested, but we are aware of the fact that it is imbalanced, and we will take the data that we're gathering from you players, from the test cases you players are giving us. I'm talking as if I'm Lilith, right? And we will balance these trees through time to ensure that there is as much strategic use as well as a better outcome using specific talent trees. And the fact that they, in a matter of a month from the time it came out, updated the tree twice now just goes to show how much they're on the balancing act. Instead of getting mad at the fact that they nerfed your Joan of Arc, getting mad at the fact that, you know, you had all these plans and you were doing so good and now you gotta relearn Joan of Arc, guys, that just goes to show that the company is so vested in the well-being of the game that they are consistently trying to make it better. So I applaud them for the changes they made. It did nerf Joan of Arc. They could definitely get a little bit of an upgrade on a couple of other commanders. Yes, they can. But guys, they noticed she was the biggest leak. She was the biggest issue, and they fixed her. It's very simple. In games where it's all about war, attack has to always win. If you and I have excessively high attack and defense traits, I should win. And what this says is that they noticed that in battles between armies of equal strength, attackers rarely achieve victory, while excessively high proportion of defenders' troops were severely wounded or killed. To resolve this issue, they just made these changes, which we're really not going to go into because they made a substantial amount of changes. It wasn't only Joan of Arc. There is substantial changes, okay? I'm not really going to look into this because that's not what I think is the biggest game changer. I think that very few people focused on this specific thing that I'm going to go look at right now. And if they did, they really didn't look at it from the right perspective, in my opinion. The VIP shop now has items that you can purchase with resources, okay? As you can see, I already bought the two top. I just couldn't. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, buy, all done. So it wasn't even a question. And then I was like, wait, I should probably wait for the rest to make a video, right? So that's what I did. Thing is, right, you can clearly see that the 5 minutes, you can see down here that at a 57% discount, so this is 43% value of a 5-minute speed up. Let's go ahead and round it up just for the stakes of it. Or you know what, let's say that it's 6.5. Sure, 12, 13, 14 gems for one 5-minute speed up, okay? Let's pretend that's the price for now. I really don't want to go too much into the calculation because that doesn't matter. Gems require money. Gems require continuous work on your daily achievements and on the different events and stuff like that. Gems are like the currency that is parallel to money, to real money essentially. You can earn it while playing the game, but you will primarily get it from spending money. Resources, on the other hand, is free to play based on your abilities, based on your size, based on everything. The more armies you have, the better gathering commanders you have with higher levels and higher talents, the more enhancements you have that you can use, the more commanders that you unlock, the more troops you have. Sometimes you don't have enough troops to send 3 marches, even though you have 3 marches to gather. And even then you might have 3 marches, but they might not be the perfect marches so that you can get the most out of it with the least amount of troops. Resources, though, are free to get. You can get to a point where you're making a lot of resources. At that point, the way I look at things is there are pay to get almost parts of the game, like the speed ups, which a lot of people spend a lot of money on speed ups to get the speed ups from the packs. The action point recovery potions, brand new starlight sculptures, dazzling starlight sculptures, 5 of these, 20 of these, and it was 50 of each for resources. Are you kidding me? And not only that, when you reach a level, when you start the mid part of the game, I guess, you can get to the point where if you're farming level 4s and level 5 tiles, whatever not, or level 6s like I have been, with 2 tiles, with 4 marches in one day, you can pretty much cover this for sure. And almost all of this requires like 1.2 mil, so you might want to need a little bit more. But with 1 day worth of gathering a week, you can almost guarantee that you can get all these items. Now, let me just go ahead and do this right in front of you guys. I'll go get these in a second as well. There's absolutely no reason for you not to get the max amount of items you can get out of resources, period. Okay? Period. There's absolutely no discussion about it. And the crazy thing about it is that the VIP shop refreshes every week. So you can every single week get 250 minutes worth of speed ups, which is about 4 hours and 10 minutes. You can get, there were 50 of these, I think, or 20. I don't remember how many of these there were. Let's say there were 50. You can get, what, 5,000 action points a week for free. That's Karak Ceremony right there. You get those 5,000, you can get, what is it? It's like 30 or 40, almost 35 rallies for what? 240, maybe if there's 50, then it'd be 600,000 food. I don't understand why nobody really went, oh my god, this is a game changer, because it is. You're getting 4 hours for practically no resources. That's what it would be, 350,000 food for 4 hours. If I could buy 5-minute speed ups unlimited here, I'd spend every penny, every single piece of food to get these. So bottom line is, this update gave us a wonderful opportunity to get really useful items for resources. This means that we gotta reevaluate how we can fit all this, oh, I almost clicked that, all this ginormous amount of resources that are going to be used to get all these items every single week. If you guys do not get all these items every single week, you're practically losing out on pretty much free to get extra items. For you guys, getting a 4-star epic commander, or even maybe a legendary commander, might seem not that hard because you don't need that many sculptures. Yeah, this is starlight sculptures. But man, wait till you try to get it to 5 stars or 6 stars to max them out to get all the talents. Boy, you're gonna need a lot of these guys. And while you guys might be light years ahead of maxing out a legendary commander, if you can get 5 of these every week for 2 million food, wood. You see the thing right here? It's called wood. You went through almost every resource until you said wood. I swear to God. And then you're talking to yourself in front of a camera. That's fantastic. Anyway, if you guys are not getting all these items, not stacking them up, what are you doing? if you can get 5 of these a week, that's 50 in 10 weeks. That's 2.5 months of playing. I've been playing for about 70 days. Okay, that's only 50 of these, but those 50 can be used for your first legendary commander to get to 5th star and stuff like that, or 4th star even. So bottom line, make sure you set your timers, make sure you're on it, and make sure you're getting these resources out and picking up these items every single week. Because as far as I'm concerned, the Joan of Arc change, we got a talent reset, boop, reset her, rethink her, do it again. No loss, no foul. Yeah, it'll change the way we use her, and yeah, it was nice to have her the way she was. But that doesn't break the game. It doesn't break the game. It doesn't give any extra edge. It doesn't do any of that, okay? This, on the other hand, can give you an edge. Because the longer you play, the more of these items you'd have been able to stack. And if you decide one day, you know, there is a very crucial event that has a lot of barbarian hunts involved in it, like there were a few of them, including one that I've recently ended up in 6th place in and got 45 Cleopatra sculptures, then you're gonna need a substantial amount of action points. Unless, of course, you know the little secret that was used on that previous event, which I found out too late, and I'm sure it already got patched. But anyway, you're gonna need plenty of action points in order to get a bunch of things done, including if you want to try to get a little bit of points in the Mightiest Governor. There are tons of different events. The Lohar event is fantastic, dropping all these insane amounts of unbelievably good bone necklaces. And you can see from 23 that I opened, I actually got super lucky. I see I got no Lohars, lol. But you can see the different kinds of things that I got only from 23, and that's 23 barbarians that I hunted today in the like couple of hours ago. If I felt like I really needed all these things, I could spend a good hour just hunting a ton of barbarians, getting a ton of resources, a ton of everything. And for what? For a little bit of resources? For a little bit of like open resources, which are resources in my bags that can potentially be attacked and taken from me. I can replace them for items that go into my bag. I can actually go hunt a bunch of different, think about it like this, okay? If you get these 5,000, you spend 600,000 food, okay? Now, you get 600,000 food, awesome. 5,000 AP, you can, if you have a good barbarian fighting commander, it'll cost you about 40 AP, then 38, 36, 34, 32, and then 30. So you can get probably like 28 hits per 1,000. That's 140 barbarians being hunted a week. Add the Lohar event where you'll get all these different bones. You keep doing, like, you collect all your basic AP for a couple of weeks. You get like 5, 10, 15, 20,000 AP and just blow it on the Lohar event. Look at how much you'll get. A ton of sculptures, you get a ton of resources, a bunch of speed ups. What are you thinking about? Listen, bottom line is this. If you're not getting these items every week, you're a fool. If you think they're not useful, you're spending way too much money on the game. And even then, it's freebies. Why wouldn't you take it? That's, in my opinion, the most important part of the update 12. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think differently. Again, I want to give a big shout out to Lilith Gaming and Rise of Civilizations, because honestly, updating a game as frequent as they have been and getting to the point where within a couple of months they already have enough data to know that this is something very, very wrong is how do you call it? It's a proof of their commitment to the game. It's the proof that they're actually doing what they can to make the game better. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a big win. Because if there's something that I cannot stand, is a company who has a game that doesn't get nearly enough updates. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I'm the Gekko. I'm out of here. Thank you all for all your support. I see you guys loved the last 2 videos that had a little bit of war in them, and I will make sure that there are more of those. It just really depends on whether we're fighting or not, right? I also wanted to give a big shout out to MUL. They are an alliance in our kingdom, who I did not mention in the temple video, but they did help us as well. Some of them joined us, so I didn't see the tags, and I was like, okay, I see these, I see these, I see these, so those are the guys. But then I ended up finding out that these guys also joined us. That's why we didn't see the tags. So thank you guys for being part of the awesome take the other day as well. I'm the Gekko. I'm out of here. Again, thank you very much for your support, and until the next time, peace.